Hi, beautiful souls. So, today I'm going to talk about some sensitive and triggering stuff. And the reason why is because this is my truth, and this is the truth of people who are on the same path. And so, I'm going to speak about it. So, there are people here who are not here to perpetuate the ways that we have been taught from our ancestors and from the elders. There are people here who are here to transcend those ways. And if you resonate with that, then this video is for you, because this video is to help you cultivate more of that. So, since the fall of consciousness in the experiment, we have been in a carbon-based density. And the ways that we have been taught from our elders, passed down from generation to generation, if we're going to look at this in a linear time construct, is carbon-based. And carbon-based is the root of the density of Earth, has been the root of density. And Earth is ascending into a silica-based structure. And everybody else in that process who is going to come along with is also going to need to prepare their bodies to be able to hold the silica-based structure. Otherwise, your body's going to short circuit and other things. So what keeps the body in a carbon-based density? Well, just about everything you've been taught. Cooked food keeps your body in a carbon-based density. It doesn't matter if it is plants or meat or dairy. If it's cooked, it's not full of life force. You kill off the life force, which in return makes it harder for your body to digest. And in return, it keeps your body in a carbon-based density. So what do? What do you eat then? Well, you eat fruit and you eat vegetables that can be harvested correctly, and you eat herbs that can be harvested correctly. You do not kill an entire being to sustain yourself. That is survival-based thinking that keeps you in separation. So this is also going to be sensitive, but I'm going to go ahead and say it because it needs to be said. When you kill another being or species to sustain yourself, you are engaging in a form of cannibalism. It's not about human eating human, because you are not different or separate from a cow. You are not different or separate from an entire plant. It is all extensions of you. It might look unique in form, but on the inside, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Even if it looks different, it's the same thing. So that keeps your body dense when you are eating something that had to be killed in order to sustain your life, because that's not necessary. That's why trees and vines give plants or give fruit freely. Okay? That is the gift from the plant itself. It sustains you while you are still alive and breathing here on this earth. It hydrates you, it detoxes you, and that's what helps your body ascend into a silica-based structure so that your light body can descend down here in your body fully. There are certain herbs that you can harvest correctly, and there are certain vegetables that you can harvest correctly, and fungi without killing the entire being. That's what they're there for, is to help sustain yourself in a higher vibrational way. When we die in perfect harmony with earth, we would bury our bodies in the dirt, and our body would feed and give back. That is the circle of life, the real circle of life, in ecosystem, not a ego system. Okay, when you eat fruit, that fruit is full of seeds, and in a perfect world, you would go poop the seeds in the dirt, or you go compost and you would plant more trees. When you harvest herbs and fungi and plant correctly, it's like trimming your hair, and it helps the plants grow even more. So these are all ways of gifts that keep on giving. You don't have to take and kill in order to sustain yourself. Like I said, that is survival-based thinking, and that is what keeps your body perpetuated in a carbon-based structure. And that is what perpetuates separation thinking. That's what makes people think that there are certain individuals that are closer to source. That's what makes other people think that source is outside of themselves, their higher self is outside of themselves. And that's what creates a hierarchy consciousness, is a carbon-based density. That's where the ego thrives, in a carbon-based density. Nothing is above and nothing is below. Nothing is closer, nothing is further. Everything is equal. But when you keep perpetuating these carbon-based ways of being, it keeps you in subtle separation. And it's really tricky. It's really tricky, and it's really easy. But there is a way out of that. Truly, there is a way out of that. And in order to do that, you're going to have to feed your body the right way. Like, truly, you're going to have to feed your body the right way if you want to continue to ascend with Earth. And I say these things with the most love in my heart and no judgment. It's just fact of the matter. We aren't here to perpetuate carbon-based density anymore. There are people who can reach complete and pure enlightenment in a carbon-based body, but a carbon-based body will not be able to sustain itself in a silica-based reality. And that is the reality. That's where Earth is moving. And so we all, in order to be in harmony with her, need to practice these ways of being, because it's not about surviving anymore. All of our ancestors have been taught to survive. It's about thriving. And so this way of being that I have found isn't taught in any book. You know, I didn't read this anywhere. This information has been given to me to share. And I'm one of those who are here to transcend all of these cycles, and a lot of you are too. So that's why I share this information with you. Much love.